Good morning, folks. It is Sunday, the 13th of March. I'm Flat Cap Callum, and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. It is two sleeps till Cheltenham. All right, coming up today, we've got our review of yesterday. We've got normal staking day, so I've made it normal staking. I was halfway between is it half stake, is it normal stake, but I'm going normal stake, £20 day. And then we'll do a word on the golf where we are keeping our fingers crossed right now. Okay, review of yesterday. We didn't get there in the end yesterday, so there was bits and bobs back. I made it a total £30 on 21.54 back. Now, those of you who took the bets and were doing starting prices, you would have got a back a little bit more than that, definitely yesterday. So hopefully some of you might have got a little bit more back than I did, but it was an £8.46 loss, which isn't great. By Saturday terms, it isn't too bad because we've had a lot of double figure losses on Saturday. Saturday's still our nemesis. For those who've been watching a while, we've talked about on the channel before certain days of the week. Saturday is the day that is our challenge. We did win the week before, but Saturdays is our problem day. Interestingly, at this point, Thursday is the only other day of the week that if you just did bets on one day of the week, that's the only other day of the week the channel would be behind. We are comfortably ahead 5 days out of 7, but not Thursdays and not Saturdays. So, yesterday's bets. We had an each way Trixie, which were all quite poor, to be honest. They were the ones who were having more of a punt, but they were poor all the same. Then we did the each way Lucky 15 at Lingfield, and we managed to get 3 out of 4 legs, which for a Lingfield bet on this channel is pretty good. So we got Danny California was second, 17-2 on the channel, 8-1 SP, so similar. Then we had Knockout Blow, 8-1 on the channel. It was a bit shorter than that SP, but then we had Cape Greco, which was 9s on the channel, and I think it SP'd at 14s or 16s. So overall, if you'd done starting prices because of Cape Greco, you would have got more return. I got £11.9 back for that. We then did then 2 afternoon jumps. Oh no, they weren't. They were actually combo Lucky 15s. So the first 2 legs were poor, Jet Plane and Fox Power. But then we had Lively Citizen in the Big Imperial Cup. Set 25s on the channel. It was second. 28s SP, so it was a better price SP. And then with that we had Mizzy Raftier 6-1 on the channel, 9-2 SP. So they would have been very similar whether you'd done SP or the price we got. And then the third each way Lucky 15, that was all really quite disappointing until we got Matchless in the last leg, which was fourth, which Sky Bet paid 10-1 on the channel. It was 14s SP. And then the win bet, it was a bit more of a risky bet, but they were so poor. It's gutting when it looks like that. You put 3 horses out, you say you're going to win, and none of them get anywhere near it. It looks terrible. It felt for me it was worth a go. Given the form, the permutations of the race, the prices, they were worth a go, but it didn't get anywhere near yesterday. So, as I said, 30 on, 21.54 back. Okay, so that was yesterday's bets. Into today's bets. So, 3 bets. They are 3 each way Lucky 15s. One of them, 2 of them are sort of like a split bet. So, the first 2 legs are the same, and you'll see what I mean. So, I've split them today between Ireland and Britain. Just because some people only like betting in one place or do it differently. So that's how I've done it. So bet 1, what we've got here is the when you see bet 2, legs 1 and legs 2 are the same. So it's a £5.30 bet, this one. So stay with me because it's unusual for the channel, not necessarily something I haven't done before, but not for the channel. So 120 Limerick, Calvados, 11-2, no extra places in that race. Then we've got 255 at Naas. Bread and Butter paying 4 places on that. Most bookies are, I think, 8-1. And then we've got different horses. So we've got 330 Naas. Birds and the Bees, 14-1, paying 6 on Sky Bet. Most bookies are 5, I think, but paying 6 on Sky Bet. And 340 Limerick, roped in, paying 6 Sky Bet, 5 most bookies, and that's 10-1. So we've got a 16, so unusual stake for this channel, 16 pence each way Lucky 15s. That's a £4.80 bet for those unfamiliar. So that's each way singles, doubles, trebles and the accumulator, 16 pence each way. And then a 50 pence each way double on the bottom 2, which are the variants 2. Hopefully that makes sense, but that's bet 1. And then bet 2 is very, very similar. So bet 2, same stake, same 2 first horses, Calvados Bread and Butter. And then we've got a different race for leg 3, 305 at Limerick, Delight Fantastic. Another one, Sky Better 6, bookies are mainly 5. That's 22. That one's a bit more of a punt today. It is the biggest price in this bet, but it's a bit more of a punt. Because the race just looks so weak. I wanted to try and find something with a bit of value. And then we've got 340 Limerick. So we've got a different horse in the 340 Limerick in bet 1. So we've got 2 in that race. So we've got Captain Jimmy at 9 to 1. So that's again 16 pence each way, lucky 15, 50 pence each way double. That is bet 2. And then bet 3, we've got a Warwick banger, each way, lucky 15. So we've got first leg 212 Warwick, no extra places here. Callisto's King, that's a really good price for that horse, 28 to 1. Hopefully that holds out and some of you can get something like that. It would be great. 320 Warwick, Scandiberg, really interesting this one. So when the betting markets opened yesterday about 5:30, 6 o'clock, that got installed at 33 to 1, which I looked at and was like, that is a ridiculous price. Sometimes you look at the markets when they open and you just can't believe what you're looking at because you're like, how is that price? It was 33 to 1. I would have that about 8 to 1 in the context of that race. So 12s, there's a bit of value between 8s and 12s, but 33s was ridiculous when that market opened. It lasted for about half an hour before the price completely crashed in and then remained steady at 12s. So we've then got 348 Bangor. There's only 2 places, only a 6-runner race, but there's value in Al Curb, a 9 to 1. It ran against the top 2 in the market last time and got beat. It's slightly better off on weights, and on that basis, I think there's value in the price because it does run quite consistently. And then we've got 430 Warwick. There are 4 places on Sky Bet on this one. Most bookies aren't, but if you can't get 4, I'd still take the bet. Point of principle 10 to 1. So it's a 25 pence each way, lucky 15 on those. And then a 45 pence each way double on the 2 that I've circled. So Callisto's King, point of principle, 45 pence each way double. So it's funny amounts because of the way I've done bet 1 today. So that is your £20 bet. I appreciate, you might want to pick and choose and go, I'll do one bet and not the others. It's entirely up to you. Cheltenham's around the corner. You want to, have some cash in the bank to be able to enjoy Cheltenham and have a go. But I still think there's some good opportunities today, which is why I'm putting these out. And I know for a lot of people, they probably won't even look today because people are just looking at Cheltenham. I'm still looking at Cheltenham, but I can still find a few things on any given day. So that's what we've got there. And then word on the golf. So Players' Championship, those of you following that, the weather has done all sorts of crazy things. So they haven't even finished round 2 yet. And it looks like it's going to be a Monday, possibly even Tuesday finish at this rate. So we've got Brian Harman, who's definitely in contention in there. The others look like they're out of it at the moment, but it's not a course you can pick up birdies very easily, and it's very easy for it to go very wrong. So even though we've got a couple of guys on 3 over par, they may still make the cut. We'll have to see. But then the exciting one this morning is to be following the My Life Open Golf. So for those of you who are on it and have already got your bets live on there, I'm sure like me, you might be having a few refreshers on Flash Score every now and again. So coming into today, we were in a good place. When I last looked, we got 3 players in the top 25, and that's across 5 shots. So anything can happen. We've got 2 in the top 6, and obviously Henny Duplessis has been leading the whole way. So he's only leading by a shot when I made the video. Let's just keep our fingers crossed that Henny can get over the line, because that would be a really nice bet to land if we can get him to win. So fingers crossed on the golf. I guess the last thing I was going to say is I'm fully aware we have now gone 3 days in a row where we haven't made profit. That hasn't happened since the 12th, 13th, 14th of February, and we're now the 13th of March. It's been nearly a month. That's unusual for that to go that long and it not to happen. So 3 days, no profit. No profit. That is normal for me. So it doesn't feel great and it doesn't feel nice. We're still in profit for the week, nicely at the moment. We'll see how today goes and the golf goes. That could all change. But we are in profit for the week, profit for the month, and really comfortable profit for the channel since we started. So it is, these are the bumps in the road that we have to tackle when you bet on big prices. That's me. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. I will. Thanks. Bye.